Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to do gold versus diamond fortress style. So we will be doing a gold fort versus a diamond fort. Of course diamond will win because there is nothing more stronger than diamond. Let's get right to it, shall we? We are using that diamond house that we made fun of as a foundation to our new house. So we are going to build obsidian around, as you can see, but we are doing that so it is as protective as it could be. But our little tree house looks pretty cute inside this cube of doom. But as we are going to build the cube of all dooms, which we are definitely going to call it because that is a bomb name and we like cool names, because my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I personally of course think that is a nice name. But we need to keep going, because if it gets dark and all of the creepers and all of the Minecraft trolls that could possibly join my Minecraft server and then they start to troll when it is not yet done, that would not be good for business, because we need to finish it pretty quickly so none of those trolls have any chance to troll me. But I am a fast builder, so everything should be good to go and we should still be safe before the night falls. But I think this is going to be our vacation house, because I do really need a safe vacation house for personal reasons. Oh, but do not forget about the floor, because otherwise the creepers will still blow up and they could make a tunnel underneath and we would still not be safe. And the trolls can lay some TNT down and we should still be safe, because they would not dig a tunnel because they are trolls, and trolls do not have anything better to do than to lay down TNT and ignite it, or to pour a bucket of lava on top of your diamond house and your diamond house would then burn down. But we are not going to dig down anymore, we are just going to lay obsidian on top of this tree and it should still be safe. I mean, it is a lot of obsidian that you need to gather with your pickaxe if you are going to build this in survival. And it is also going to require you a lot, and I mean a lot of spiderwebs. Because spiderwebs are pretty troll proof, even though you can just chop them down with a sword really quickly, but still it helps a lot. But let me tell you a story about a spider named Jeff that lived in between the two walls in a diamond house that was also made out of obsidian, just like this diamond house. There was no roof on that particular diamond house, so the spider was climbing on top of the outer wall and got stuck in some spiderwebs that were not actually made by a spider, but they were just laid down by a human that was called Steve. And the spider named Jeff did not like human Steve, so he wanted to terrorize his nemesis human. He decided he could do the best by going in between the walls, and because there was no roof he did just do that. He lived in between the walls for a couple of days, but he struggled to get food because you know he lived in a wall, so there is not much food. But lucky for him, the way he got in was the way he could get out, and because he could get out like that he can get food on the outside. With your head with a smile, which is not really that nice, but at least you respawn right here, so you don't really have to worry about like doing anything else like what we had to go through in this school, which you can just do without skill, and it is just knowing what to do in that school. Wait, what is this then? Avoid the playground bullies? Where are these bullies then? Oh, here is just one. Oh no, it is Matt and Jack. What are they going to do? Oh, they are pretty aggressive right here. They just killed me for no actual reason. Why did they do that then? I am not sure, but this time let's just avoid them, and then they don't have any reason to like to knock me out or something. But at the moment that is pretty hard, so he catch some cows and stuff and he got a lot of food like that, so that was nice for Jeff, and Jeff was very happy about that because food is happiness. And Jeff was getting a bit chubby, but Jeff did not care because all he did was sat there in between those two walls and eat. The only exercise that Jeff got was getting the exercise from hunting, and he hunted not only cows, but in the first stage of his experience of living between the walls he only did eat cow because a lot of cows lived nearby. But he did not want to eat beef anymore. His stomach craved for some other food, because if you only eat one thing for the rest of your life it would get really boring. But on the other hand, you would know how to cook it very well, so that is nice. But he hunted some sheeps, because why have abs when you can have kebabs? But the kebab did not fill his stomach enough because it was just some sheep. But Jeff was not happy because Jeff did not like the kebabs and it made him sad. There was also no McDonald's because it was Minecraft, and his roommate Steve did not cook very well. Steve did not have a clue that a spider was living there, because who in the right mind would suspect that? But the spider found out that if he hunted at night he could eat some zombies and other mobs, and he thought that was pretty rad because he liked to kill bad guys. He was really happy because he made the world a better place, and not many people like to make the world a better place, and those people are only busy with bettering their own life because that is what is important to them. But now those people still don't have anything, and Jeff did, so Jeff was happy because he at least tried to better the world. But Jeff did not yet fulfill his duty to fill his belly, and because of that he was still sad. But Steve was also sad, so they were both sad because they both did not have a good love life, because they did not have a love, neither of them, so they were sad like I already said 100 times. But Jeff was still in the walls, and Jeff did not love his life, so he decided to love someone else. But Steve was hungry as well, and Steve did not have an oven, the poor sod. So one day Jeff decided to confront Steve because they were both hungry, but Steve had meat and Jeff did not have meat. But Jeff knew how to cook, and he even had a little OPVEN in his spiderwood fort. But yeah, Steve had meat and Jeff an oven, so Jeff convinced Steve to let him cook the meat. Well, TSTVE was pretty impressed because I don't think anyone has ever seen a spider cook, but it was actually a really delicious meal, and I say that pretty funny. Delicious. Hiya, I knew that I would say it like that. Man, now I am getting hungry, and I am hungry just like Steve. Maybe I have a spider in a wall, I do not know, but it would be really cool, and I would call that spider Jeff as well, and he would be my personal cook because spiders cook delicious meals as Jeff did. But yeah, Steve had some pig meat in his possession, and Jeff made a nice meal, and Jeff cooked it good, and Steve was finally happy, and Jeff was having a good time as well. Even though they were human and spider, they had some tea as well, and they were having such a good time that they danced with each other. But I did not yet tell you how Jeff cooked with his special method, did I? No, because I was not yet done with my story, and I already started talking about something else because I get distracted pretty quickly. But anyways, fudge that entire story. What do you all think about this masterpiece with all of this lava? And the thing is that I am not done placing lava for a long time, because this is like the spider webs, the liquid lava I mean by the spider webs. And these lava blocks are just for nice reasons, and that we have maximum level of security. This is like a prison because this level of security is only found in prisons, but prisons have barbed wire because prisons like barbed wire so much. But what I am curious about is why don't they just use lava man like it is 2017, like just use lava man because in a rectangle shape, and let's just hope that this will turn into something that only we could dream of, I guess. But we have a pretty deep hole that we just dug, and we could maybe use this hole that we will turn the tree of that hole into diamonds as a foundation for our hotel, and then we could like make an entire basement that we needed anyway, and then turn it into an actual basement, and then we would kill two birds with one stone, which you should actually never do. Not even killing one bird with one stone or anything like that. That is bad, and bad is not good. Good is only good, and then you have well and better, and yeah, something like that. I don't even know anymore. But we need to make it even bigger. The hole that we are possibly going to eventually turn into a basement of a hotel. Who knows, maybe something like that will happen, maybe it won't, but the dream is all that counts. Well, actually not, don't listen to that advice. That was some bad advice. I don't know what I was trying to say, which I already had a couple of times this video. I don't know what is wrong with me today. But anyways, the hole is getting bigger, which is nice, and I saw some iron on the ground which we could maybe use. Wait, no, we don't really need that, we just need the tree, and all of this tree will be turned into diamonds, as you are going to see in a minute, and then we can start with being wealthy and filthy rich. So I recommend to all of you to do the same while you can still do it, and there are no laws against this, and then we will be friends, and rich friends are great. We could then have really cool and big expensive and stuff parties, and then like everything will be fun. But you probably all heard that money doesn't make you happy, but bills don't make you happy either, so it is pretty darn handy to at least have some money to do stuff. With that money that you are going to have, you can spend that on games and on Disneyland or whatever your heart desires. If you have it and you have enough and you are willing to spend all of that money on something that you really want, then I would say do it, and then you will be happy, and then it is nice, and then you are going to be happy, and maybe the friends or family that is with you, or maybe you are taking those ones with you to Disneyland or wherever or whatever you plan on doing will be happy as well. And you always want to at least have your family happy. That is pretty important, and your family is actually family, and family should matter. And if family matters, then you already have your best friends in the entire world. But it is always nice to have friends of your choosing. You can really choose family, and if you don't like your family, you can't really do anything about it. But if you don't like a friend, then you can always stop hanging out with them or something like that. But we already have a lot of tree and stuff and we still want more, but maybe we should consider turning all of this into diamonds. But I still want just a bit more before I do something like that. So just leave me busy with this in the meantime, and the future will bring us the happiness part. And right now I am actually enjoying myself pretty hard with all of this digging. It is pretty fun. Maybe you guys in your childhood things you had those sand digger things in a beach or just on tree or something, and you could move tree with that, and like keep it in the thing that it was in. Well, this is a really vague explanation, but I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. But anyways, some of you might know what I am talking about, and to those guys that know what I am actually trying to say, that is what I am feeling right now. I feel like a really little kid again in such a thing, moving tree. Only then now I am moving it in my inventory, and you can't really do that. I am just putting all of this in my pants or something. Have you guys ever wondered where all of the things in your? He was really happy because he made the world a better place, and not many people like to make the world a better place, and those people are only busy with bettering their own life because that is what is important to them. But now those people still don't have anything, and Jeff did. So Jeff was happy because he at least tried to better the world. But Jeff did not yet fulfill his duty to fill his belly, and because of that he was still sad. But I guess we are going to see after this video is up, and then we shall see who has gotten the nicest and most gold, which is going to be quite amazing. So that is a nice finishing touch that we have right here. But what if we found a spider that we can like ride, because I am still thinking about spiders for some reason, and then we would be on a weird adventure, just the two of us, and then we shall be like, I am riding a spider, so I don't really care about anything that goes on around me, since I am just riding a spider like the skeletons 1 in a million moons do as well, which is just unimaginable. But I should care, because you can't actually not care about what is going on around you, because then you shall fall in a 1-block hole. Then we need to make another little breakout, so we can get out of there. I am not really sure what is going to happen for the rest of our adventure, but I hope that the spider loves me enough and he will literally carry me to victory. But we just need to lure him out even more, and I am really going to enjoy this moment that we are going to ride. Well, what is his name going to be? We haven't given him a name yet. Let's call him Jeff. That's a good name for a spider, I think. So that is just going to be quite amazing that we have a gold spider that we can also ride, and his name is Jeff. So is that not fantastic that we have that in Area 51, and while we are enjoying life to the fullest? So, we just need to break out this as well. I know it is kind of boring that I am just punching a fence, but I mean, if we just do this for a bit, then we can ride a spider, hopefully, and that would just be fantastic, wouldn't it? I think that it is just going to be the greatest when we break out and all of that. We can ride Jeff, and we are going to explore the area with our gold spider, and then we maybe have to go on an adventure once again. I don't know yet we are. But what I just realized as we came across this weird looking villager, it is kind of strange, since I don't think I have ever in my life seen a villager like this one. I think he is quite amazing, but I think that I can ride him, so he is not as amazing as Jeff, which is just a pity. But what me and Jeff are going to achieve, we are only going to see. But it is just going to be really fun, so we might just almost be together, and it is getting time that we are going to go on an adventure together, and then it is time that we roll in with some swag, and we are free to do whatever we want, and we can now do whatever we want, as I said, which is amazing. I am not sure if it is really going to happen, but if not, oh god, that is not really that fantastic. I am not sure what I am going to do about that, but it seems like Jeff could have a lot of potential swag, so that is kind of great, but not great enough that he is able to swag out. This will be by far the most amazing spider that I have ever seen. I have never seen a spider that you can ride, except maybe for if you are a skeleton. Then sometimes if you have a very rare moment, then you might just be able to ride that spider if you are a skeleton. But that is kind of amazing. Yeah, so I do not think we are going to find such a really cool spider with long legs and all of that, but that is alright, since we have found a lot of gold, and now I can start putting them in my chest until I get a really cool place for them, which I am going to build, and then they are going to be like just what the farms have, that the animals that are cool together, they are going to be together, and it is going to be really cool for those animals, since they can then be in the same habitat as another animal, and they are going to then live together with another species, which is just something which is like really cool if that can happen. And I mean, it can happen, so that is just something which is the coolest, because it is just really crazy that we are going to do that. Well, at least I am doing that right now in my head and it looks really cool. Just like on those games you have on Facebook, such a farm or something along the lines of that. And all the animals that are going to be on my ground are going to be really cool and they can chill with everyone and they will just be nominated the best and coolest farm in the jungle, which is going to be amazing if that shall happen, which I do not really believe is going to happen, but it should be really cool if that was going to happen. So yeah, that are the thoughts that I have when I am not doing my daily excursive when I wake up on Monday, when I do like stretches and all of that immediately when I wake up, which is really refreshing. And I also do a bit of yoga. So my mind is all set. No, I am just kidding guys, that is not how I end this video because it is coming to the end. I hope you liked the video and as always I will see you in the next one.